All right, here we are, episode number 9, Dispatch from Silence. A little summary and final notes on this beautiful journey. So, we're wrapping up the silence. I have been on an extraordinary journey. This has been absolutely fantastic, and I'm so grateful for this process. And I feel like I am truly starting to feel as I'm led by God, because the way things are happening and the way things are unfolding, especially when I go into spaces that I would usually prepare much more. And now I just step right in and I trust myself in a completely different way. So the confidence is truly coming back, because I've always had very good confidence. I've been very strong in myself, but there was a part that wasn't me that had to really like be dismembered so they can dissolve. And that's what's been happening the past 2 years. And now it's like it's rearranging itself. It's like the butterfly, caterpillar to butterfly process. So it's like breaking through that crust and becoming something different. And it's happening in real time. So this process has really helped me develop this. And before we kind of round this off, I want to go into the different aspects of silence that I've been practicing, because it's not about sitting in meditation all the time. It's about being meditation. It's about being aware all the time, not only aware when we close our eyes and sit and meditate. So silence is also, gardening, running, anything that, like journaling. It's like just being in silence without entertaining oneself or distracting the awareness with other things, such as other people, work, like all the things that we are doing to avoid being really silent. So it doesn't really matter what you do. It's about, okay, what am I doing, and what am I doing good, and what could I improve? That it's like there's so many different aspects of the silence. It's like, okay, in this particular situation, I could ask myself before I bring in advice from everyone else first. It's like, where are my patterns where I'm breaking the silence, and what aspects of silence do I have in my life? So for me, just being with other people in silence is, silence. Being out in nature, there's so many different levels of meditation. That's why there's a walking meditation, there's a breathing meditation. There's so many different levels. So exploring the different levels of silence. Okay, where did I usually fill this empty space with something? Where can I maybe not fill it as much? Or where can I actually replace it with silence? So it can be in the small moments, like where I usually just talk for the sake of talking, or where can I actually, just pause and just, okay, I can allow some silence here. So it doesn't have to be this, I have to have the perfect conditions, because that's a real illusion that is only keeping us from where we want to go. So realizing that I can meditate anywhere, even with my eyes open. I can meditate in my car. Maybe I can drive without music on? What happens if I just leave the car ride silent? What happens if I just contemplate this a little bit before I... So it's more about finding one's own habits and looking at them deeper, and being open enough to look at it from a truthful aspect without judging oneself, without saying, okay, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be better here. No, it is what it is. And once we can, and that is the acceptance, acceptance of what is, that is the gateway to the liberation. So once we realize, okay, this is where we are at, okay, how can I just tune it down a little bit? It doesn't have to go completely silent. I can just use it as a volume. It's like lower the volume a little bit and see what happens with the whole being through the aspects of the different videos that I've been doing, the different aspects that we've been talking about. So if I just downregulate the volume a little bit, what happens? Because when we turn the silence up or turn the volume down, there's something else that arises. And the more space we can offer that, the bigger it can grow. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not so difficult. We don't have to make it so difficult. But if you want to practice the silence, this 3-day quest that I have been hosting is still available. So you can drop in and join in on this quest at any time if you feel that this type of way or this type of working with the silence really resonates. Then the quest is still available, and I will most likely do more quests in the future too. And now, I mean, I feel like I've come out on the other side, and Simba is coming back today, and I feel like a new person. I feel this has been one of the more extraordinary things that I've been doing. So I'm going to definitely continue. And I also see a trend, because it's like, if I'm really accessing the silence like this and this level, there's more people doing it. So the silence, I think, is going to become like a new trend, because it's also the perfect, how to say, because it's all in contrast. So if we have one thing, okay, what is the other? So the level of chaos that we have now will attract people. Okay, what is the opposite of chaos? Okay, silence. Okay, so I will find my center in the silence. Okay, that's where I'm going to go, because it's so chaotic, and the chaos is getting to a point where it's just being to a level where we can't really comprehend, and there's no ground to stand on. And then we have to find that ground in oneself. So the stronger the contrast is on one end, then it's going to be the same on the other. So the chaos is going to attract a lot of people who are going to explore the silence, and from there they're going to find the secret portal, because that's what it is. The silence is the secret portal. It's hiding in the emptiness of itself. It's and that's what makes it extraordinary and interesting and fun, because it's so diverse, it's so intelligent, because it's God. It's like the doorway to God. So there's different doorways to God, like singing, dancing, painting. Creation is the doorway to God. And creation comes from silence. I have a very cute cat lying here. So it's not only the way that I'm doing it. That's not the point. The point is to explore the way that I'm doing it and see what you find and see if you can find deeper layers, because when we come together, this is what happens. And the sign of the times now is that we're attracting more of one alikes, and it's like we're together, we're building, it's like my awareness and my piece of the field comes together with others that are, flying through the same current or something. And then we build something together. It's like you fly in formation, and that creates something that unlocks something. And now you start to realize that all of these, the video, it's all science fiction. We already, the reason why we can understand, it's because we've already been told, but we've been told through animations or stories or something that's not real, but the principles are there. So I believe that we're going to see more of that, people coming together and kind of finding their space and finding their people that unlocks something within them. So that's what I think is going to happen a lot in the future that is already here. Okay, so I'm going to step into a different level of silence, and that is not digital silence, but this is the end of the alchemy room. So there's one part that is free, that is here on the tube, and then there's one behind the paywall with the practices that I use to enter silence with internal alchemy. And that 3-day quest is $44. And if you want to join that, you just reach out to me, because that will be available as a little thing. It's a little portal in the universe. And I will be creating those rooms. But they are going to come from pure creation and pure, just intuitive outbursts. So I don't know what the next is going to be. So I will return to silence. So the silence, you can see it works on many different aspects. So I'm not going to be completely silent, but from this particular format, I will step away until, something else emerges. And that's a phenomenal way of living, because that's how I live with God. I live with creation, and I trust that I trust it. So I also fall into the silence, and for me the silence is trust. So now I'm going to step away and allow something new to arise, because now I've been alone for 10 days. Simba has been away for 10 days. He's been activating all kinds of stuff, and so now we are coming together, and it's almost like we're new people, and then something new comes from there. And by not having a set structure from the mind makes life much, much, much more interesting and joyful and adventurous. And realizing that even the challenges are the gifts of God, because that will bring me closer to, it's like narrowing the path. So now we've been narrowing the path, and now we come together and we have to see, okay, what is the next thing? Lucky going outside. Okay, I'm gonna go now. And thank you so much for these days. And if you need something from me, you can contact me. My information is below. If you want to work with me, my information is below. Stay tuned. And if you like my work, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.